the yoga. I recommend you grab a chair for your practice today or anything that you can sit on. You are welcome to sit on your bed or on your mat. That's totally fine too. Kneeling in your seated position, you place your feet down on the ground so you have 90 degrees in your ankles, knees, and hips. Hinge at your hips so that you can reach your feet and take the two peace fingers of your right hand together, pressing the tips of your fingers down into the webbing between your big toe and your second toe. If you have long nails, you can use your knuckles like I'm doing. Now press in and wiggle front and back. Should feel a little uncomfortable, but it shouldn't hurt, so don't press too hard. Now move your fingers back 1 inch and do it again. Press in and wiggle front and back. Now you're going to keep this going, just wiggling a few times and then move back 1 more inch, press in, wiggle front and back. Once you hit that midfoot, then you'll move up to the top of the next channel between your second and third toe. So right at the webbing, press in, wiggle front and back, just a couple of times, and then move back 1 inch, press in, wiggle front and back. Now keep that going, making your way all the way back to the midfoot and then moving to the next channel. And as you do so, this should feel like a deep massage, so it should feel uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be painful. You're not trying to rip your foot apart. You're improving your flexibility, increasing mobility, increasing blood flow, and releasing tension that may be blocked up in your feet. So keep it going. Now you should be working on that last channel here, so we begin to wrap it up. And next, we'll go for a toe hug. Place your right ankle on your left knee and thread your fingertips between the tips of your toes. Now, if right here, tips to tips, is very uncomfortable and causing strain, you can always take 2 fingers instead and work your way up 1 finger at a time. If this is okay, then move your fingers in deeper so that your middle knuckles are in between your toes. You can stay here or go deeper and bring the webbing of your fingers to the webbing of your toes. You just wrap your fingers around your toes, and this is a toe hug. From here, take your right hand and grab onto the middle of your foot with your thumb wrapping around the bottom and your fingers wrapping around the top. This is your brace hand. And with your toe hug, rotate your toes in a circular direction going one way. Again, you're not ripping your foot apart, just increasing mobility. So even a little bit of movement here has a lot of benefits. Now switch direction. Next, we'll push and pull. So keep your toe hug and just push your toes towards your ankle. You might feel a gentle stretch in the arch of your foot. You might not feel anything. That's okay too. Next, pull your toes down towards your heel, stretching the front line of your foot. And you don't really need your brace hand for this one, so you can let it rest off the side if you want. Do it again. Push and pull. Push and pull. Now place your brace hand on your foot so your right thumb is at the bottom of your arch above your heel and your fingers wrap around your ankle. And then twist your toes to the right. So your brace hand is helping so your ankle isn't twisting. You're working on twisting the middle part of your foot, your twist plate. And then twist your toes to the left. You may have more mobility going one direction than the other. Don't crank it. Just increasing mobility by adding gentle movement. Switch, twist to the right. And switch, twist to the left. One more for both directions, twist to the right. And twist to the left. Now gently release your toe hug and take your brace hand, your right hand, up to your big toe knuckle. So your fingers will kind of land in that webbing between your big toe and your second. And your thumb will be underneath, pressing in the ball mount to pull your big knuckle away. Now take your 2 piece fingers of your left hand together and thread them between your big toe and second toe. Wrap around and then just gently pull your big toe, curling it towards you, up and out. Then gently release and do it again, curling up and out, curling up and out. Just a few times. Help you create a little bit more space. And release. Place your right foot back down and notice how it feels. And let's move on to your left foot. With your left hand, take your 2 piece fingers or your knuckles and press down to the webbing between your big toe and second toe and wiggle. Only a couple of front and back, and then you're going to move back 1 inch, press down and wiggle. Move back 1 inch, press down and wiggle. At this point, you should be at midfoot, so move up now to the space between your second and third toe, press down and wiggle. And keep it going at that same pace, creating space, massaging the channels in between your metatarsals. The metatarsals are the long bones that connect to your tarsals, your toes. At this point, you should be in that last channel between your 4th and 5th toe. And when you're done, meet in a toe hug with your left ankle on your right knee. And take your time as you thread the fingers of your right hand between your toes, starting with the tips of your fingers, then working into the middle knuckles of your fingers. And if it's right for you today, you can work all the way webbing to webbing. But remember, what works best for your body today is where you should be. So find a toe hug that serves you. And for the toe rotations, use your left hand to brace the arch of your left foot and begin your toe rotations, rotating your toes in a circle going one direction. And switch direction. Next we'll do push and pull. With your toe hug, push your toes towards your ankle, so you're forcibly flexing your toes. A little bit of movement goes a long way. Do not overstretch or strain for a deeper stretch. And now pull your toes down, forcibly curling your toes and stretching the front line of your left foot. Your feet are here to protect you and to serve you, so by straining for a deeper stretch, you will only leave feeling strained. Small stretches burn. And we'll do that 2 more times. Push. And pull. Push. And pull. Next for the twist, keep your toe hug, but take your left hand to brace your ankle with your thumb wrapping at the bottom of your arch, right above your heel, and your fingers wrapping around the top of your ankle. And twist your toes towards the right. Now twist your toes towards the left. Twist right. twist left. One more time each side, twist right. And left. Then gently release and slide your left hand up to pinch your big toe knuckle, as if you were trying to pull it away from the rest of your foot. Take your two-piece fingers together, slide them between your big toe and second, and curl, pull out and up. Curl, pull out and up. This is like a repetitive movement. Curl, pull out and up. A couple more times. 3, 2, 1. Release your left foot back down. Notice how both feet feel. And thank yourself for coming to this grounding practice, for showing up as you are and making space for appreciation for the feet that support you every single day. Bring your hands at heart center. From that place of appreciation in me to that place of appreciation in you. Namaste.